We're 2.5 hours into trading on Thursday, June 24th. Hello, traders. Let's take a look at yesterday's pick. Then let's take a look at the market. Let's find another trade. Tesla, TSLA. That was my stock pick of the day yesterday. I love this horizontal breakout. I love the fact that the stock was able to move through the 50-day moving average. Incredible relative strength yesterday. You can see how the stock rallied up. Yes, it compressed most of the day after that video was taken. But here's the tell. This is the tell, and this is the edge that we trade. I'm going to overlay the SPY. Look what the market did late in the day. Drift lower, 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 little bit of a spike in here, and then the bottom falls out late in the day. What did Tesla do? It held all of these gains. That tells you that institutions are in there thick as thieves, buying as many shares as they possibly can, because if this stock were all fluff, then some of the profit taking that you would have seen on that market drop would have shown up near the close. But it didn't. The stock closed on its high of the day. Today, market was up before the open. Whoosh! Look at that thing run. This is what we trade. If you go back and look at all my videos for the last couple of weeks, you'll see day after day after day after day, we are nailing trades. I'm not asking for blind faith here. I'm showing you stocks that look good today that should perform well overnight and the next day. And you should be able to get a feel for how effective this trading system is. Many of you have come in and you've taken the free trial, and now you're seeing these trades real time. Please take the free trial. If you haven't done so, it'll be an eye-opening experience. Tesla looks great. It blew right through the 100-day moving average. It didn't even pause there today. Let's take a look at the M5 chart. Look at that steady price action. Folks, this is what relative strength is. You've got this market rally right here. It makes a high of the day. Now the market starts to soften. By the way, the S&P 500 very close to a new all-time high. This market drop right here is the tell. This is another tell. Just like we looked on the daily chart, we can also look at the 5-minute chart and we can see nice strength in here. Market pulls back. What does the stock do? It compresses. So if you were long Tesla and you were trying to manage the trade, you're in a good stock. You know you're through the 100-day moving average. It feels really good. Uh-oh, here comes the market. It's selling off hard. If you're able to weather this storm right here and you start to see the market drifting a little bit further south, look what this stock does. It starts to tick higher, and now it's near its high of the day. Market continues to fall. Stock continues to compress. Tesla is going higher, period. We know that. The institutions are in there bidding the heck out of it. They can't get enough shares. That's why you want to be in Tesla. Let's say that I felt that the market was going to bounce off the low of the day. And let's suppose that this is the low of the day right in here. And let's say that I come in and I buy the S&P 500 futures, looking for a bounce off the low of the day. If I'm wrong on the S&P futures and the market drifts lower, I'm going to lose money because I'm in the futures. I'm in the market. I have no edge. I have no cushion for being wrong. Let's say that I come in right here. I think the market's going to bounce. And instead of buying the S&P 500 futures, I buy Tesla. Well, gee, Pete, Tesla's a $600 stock. How do I get leverage on that? I want leverage and liquidity. That's why I trade the S&P 500. Well, that's fine. You can get leverage and liquidity in the S&P 500. You can buy stock options too. Buy front month stock options that are in the money with a delta of 0.7 or higher. You could even buy weekly options that expire tomorrow. As long as you're in a stock and you have that level of conviction that, yes, this stock looks great on a daily basis. I love it. It's through the 100-day moving average. I go to the 5-minute chart. It even looks great here. Market down, stock compressing. Buy those calls. Market bounces. This stock is going to run like mad. Now, don't be greedy. You've got to take profits along the way. Should always scale in and scale out of positions. That's how we trade. Super, super effective. We have so many traders in our chat room who have learned this system and who are making an absolute killing. I wish all of you would go in there, take the free trial, and just look at what's happening. All of them have gone through the learning curve. They understand the system, they understand the concept of relative strength, and they understand how Option Stalker is designed to find that relative strength through a group of different searches. It's really not that hard. So let's take a look at the market. Right now we've got the 1OP indicator. I'm also going to give you a little bit of a lesson on this. I've had people ask me, how do I know when the market is going to turn? Well, right here we had the market gap higher. These are very dangerous moves. These typically have failed. But once we got through the first half an hour, we had some tails under body. We could be pretty confident that the market was not going to have a gap reversal. Those tend to result in gap higher, long red candle closing on its low. Next candle, long red candle closing on its low. Next candle, long red candle closing on its low. Okay, that's immediate selling pressure right out of the gate. We didn't have that. So for the first half hour, the market was able to hold all of these gains. Okay, that's pretty nice. Aha! There we've got our bullish 1OP cross right about in here. Okay, we can feel pretty confident now that the gains have held. We've got some tails under body in here. That's also good. Now we start to buy some of the stocks that are showing up on our relative strength searches like Tesla. My gosh, I could go through 20 different stocks that we were buying this morning, and then you get that lift off. You get a great opportunity to take profits. What happened to the 1OP indicator? It rallied up and it started to have some resistance in here and it started to roll over. This is your warning sign right in here. Uh-oh, long red candle. That's not good. You do not want to back off of the high that far. Plus, we were near the all-time high. I was already mentioning to everyone in the chat room, listen, folks, we're near the all-time high here. We should expect some resistance. Got this bearish cross right in here, so be careful with your long positions. Now we've drifted lower. 1OP is not doing a whole lot. It's kind of chopping around the zero line. Here's how I see the day unfolding. The more times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The more times that this support level is tested, the more confident I am that it will be breached. And when it's breached, it's going to trigger sell stops. How do you know? How do you know that? Do you know all the orders? Do you see the orders? Do the proprietary trading firms see the stop orders out there? No, they don't have to see your order. They know where your order is going to be because they know how traders think. Gee, support was here before. If I buy here, I've got very limited downside because I can stop right out if the market makes a new low. But if the market bounces here, I've got really nice upside, and you get this nice upside move in here. Market comes down. Hey, we found support here before. If I buy here, I've got a tight stop and unlimited upside. If I buy here, tight stop, unlimited upside. Oh, buy here. It's been holding. Look at how many support levels there are here. I can buy here, unlimited upside. Eventually what happens is that you get this little bit of a rally. You've got all your sell stop orders starting to line up here, and then you get that crack down. That is going to flush out all of these sell stops, and you'll see a very long red candle closing on its low. Given that we have a gap up today that can easily be filled, we're probably going to see follow through selling. So you first look for that long red bar. If you get a doji after that and a bullish hammer after that, that means that it's kind of a one and done. They just wanted to take out the sell stop orders and now we're going to resume the rally back up. If you see that long red candle followed by a doji and then another red candle and another red candle, that tells you that the move is legitimate and we are going to be filling in this gap, and you should keep your buying to a minimum while we do that. So lots of opportunities to trade both sides of the market right now. Tech has been super hot. That's what we've been focusing on. QQQ making a new all-time high. Boom. Right through that horizontal resistance. I had mentioned QQQ yesterday. Look at that rally. So tech stocks look really, really good right now. They'll continue to be good as long as TLT holds its bid. But if interest rates start to creep higher, could be problematic. And on D1, you can see this is nice. You've got that horizontal breakout right there, the 100-day moving average. Bonds have been able to hold that level. The Fed is still purchasing about $120 billion worth of bonds each month. So we have the support that we need in the bond market to continue to see tech perform well. But that could change in an instant if the Fed decides that they need to start tapering, reducing their bond purchases. So keep an eye on that, and that'll give you a clue on what tech stocks should be doing. Incidentally, we're going to go in and we're going to take a look at a tech stock. Talk about relative strength. Let's talk about relative strength for a minute. And yes, by the way, the 10P indicator does work for QQQ as well. You can see your sell signal right in here. Pulls back, you get that dip right there. You get your buy signal right in here, right about in there. Now you need your technical confirmation, downward sloping trend line, breach to the upside. Okay, we're all good in here. Relative strength. There's your breakout to a new high on tech. Let's put up the SPY. Down, down, down. What did QQQ do? It stayed flat. That's a sign that institutions are out there buying tech stocks and buying them aggressively. Relative strength is something you need to learn. Not RSI. Don't confuse relative strength with RSI. Two completely different concepts. I don't like RSI. I don't use RSI. Relative strength is simply measuring the stock's performance relative to the S&P 500. That's how we use it. So let's go in and let's find some stocks. But as far as 10P, I did want to mention that when the indicator has a deep trough and a cross, you should be looking for the market to move higher. When it has a big spike, and these spikes are relative. Today, this is as good a spike as you're probably going to see. Yesterday, you can see it was a little bit higher. There's a cross. That one's a little bit late. Typically, these crosses will come earlier, but still a good cross and a sign that you should get out late in the day. Yesterday's price action, pretty choppy, not a whole lot going on. A little bit better price action today. So enough talk. Let's go in. Favorite search, Pop Bull. Going to go through the list. Let's just take a look at what these stocks are doing. Look at that beautiful breakout, massive volume. Yes, MOXC looks excellent. We had a number of bullish explosion alerts. This is nice. Got your flagpole there. Downward sloping trend line, breach to the upside. Support at the 200-day moving average through horizontal resistance. Decent volume today. This is VFF, so it's nice. It's not going to get my pick of the day. This one I like. This one was brought to us courtesy of one of our members. He saw this chart, posted it in the chat room. I love it. Look at how nice and tight and orderly that price action is through the 50-day moving average. Now we've got our resistance point right here. Stock blows through that resistance. And why do I like this one so much? Look at how much room it has overhead. That is a ton of room. We don't see the 100-day moving average until $68. The stock is at 61. FSLY is your stock pick of the day. Look at that relative strength. Market down, stock compressing. Now it's releasing to a new high. As soon as the market found support right there, see ya. Love it. You can see how the market's starting to grind a little bit higher. Beware that later today, I believe this support level right here is going to be challenged. It is going to fail. You're going to see a long red candle through it and perhaps even some follow through. So I would ride a little bounce like this as long as possible, but I would set passive targets and get out of the way knowing that one of those red bars could be coming. How do I know when we're getting ready for that? How do I know when we're getting close? How do I know how long I can ride my trades, Pete? As long as 1OP continues to rise and rise and rise, and you don't get your bearish cross, you stay with the position. As soon as you get that rollover, you can draw a nice little upward sloping trend line right here. You get 1OP bullish climax rolling over. Okay, I should start taking profits, start locking in some of my gains. When do I get out of all the position? When that upward sloping trend line is breached. Then you know that you have technical confirmation of that signal, and then you should get out of your long positions. Should I get short? I probably will short that. When I see that pattern today, I'll probably short the S&P 500. So that's how you trade it. That is your stock pick of the day. All I did was go into Pop Bull, one of my favorite searches for swing trades. If I like a stock on a swing basis, there's a good chance I'm going to be watching it for an excellent entry point on a day trade. And why is that so important? Because let's say that you get in on FSLY and you love this long green candle here and you buy some right here. It pulls back. You still really like it. I don't like adding to losing positions until I know that there's support. But once I have this bullish candle right here, and then I start to gradually make my way higher. Okay, now I start to see some real strength in here. I'm probably adding here and here. But the stock starts to pull back a little bit. Now we're in trouble with the trade again. When you have a stock that you like on a swing trading basis, that gives you conviction. Because in the back of your mind, you know that not only do I like it for a day trade, I really like this stock for a swing trade, and I wouldn't mind holding it overnight. That staying power keeps you in really good trades. So that means that I'm not bottom fishing for a stock where the bottom has absolutely fallen out 2 days prior and that looks horrible. I'm looking for a nice solid stock that's put in a base, that's been grinding higher, has had very few pullbacks. Look what the stock did right here. When we talk about tells, this is a tell right here. Just like a poker player notices someone flinching when they're bluffing, that's a tell. Well, here's a tell for trading. Market, SPY, down, 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 down. FSLY, compressing, holding. All of this pounding that other stocks have taken, not this one, because buyers are lined up. Market starts to lift off. See you later. That is what you need to have as an edge. That's what we use all day. Could go through the rest of the list here. I could go through some of our day trading searches, which are unbelievable. Red hot is just a fantastic search. Oh yeah, there's Tesla. Let's take a look at some red hot stocks right now. These babies are flying. Look at these stocks. Very easy to find. Take the 2-week trial. Come in and validate that everything I'm saying is true. And then you'll be able to see some of these trades real time instead of waiting for the video to come out each day. Please post your comments and questions. You know I'll reply. Good luck with your trading. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching this YouTube video. I'm Pete Stolzers, and I'm going to keep the trade ideas coming along with lots of education. So make sure to subscribe to the channel and please turn on your notifications so that you never miss another trade. If you like the content, please give it a thumbs up. I've loaded 2 other videos that I think you're really going to enjoy. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon.